Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of Ultimate Exotics on Forza Horizon 3, and this time we're discussing one of my personal favourite cars in the game, and to be honest, this version of the car isn't even my preferred version, and I still love it, the Pagani Zonda Cinque. Now, it's no news to you guys who have been around on the channel for a while that I adore a Pagani Zonda, in particular the F. I consider that to be the finest supercar ever made. It's perfect in every way. It doesn't need to be any faster. It's just perfect. The craftsmanship, the engineering, the design, nothing can be improved. This car, though, attempts to do that. The Cinque is faster. It's more exclusive. It's more powerful. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. For me personally, I'm just saying it's unnecessary. Now, this version has been featured on Forza a number of times, and it's a very expensive car. Even for a supercar, 2.1 million credits is among the higher echelons of the supercars in the game. That's not far off a Koenigsegg 1-to-1's price, and that's more than a lot of other supercars. So what does it actually offer for that steep price? Because the Zonda is not typically a car that's known in particular for top-end performance. It's just not about that. So can it really cut it in a world where a lot of supercars have plenty of top-end performance? Well, let's break it down and find out. First of all, we have the handling. And to be honest, for the handling, I'm going to give this car a straight-up 5, because it is brilliant. In fact, it's far better than the car has any right to be, considering that the Cinque, strictly speaking, is not designed to be a track-going supercar. It's merely a more hardcore version of the Zonda F, but even the Zonda F, the C12S and everything before was known in real life, let alone on a game, as being a surprisingly forgiving supercar, one which really had no right to handle as well as it does. So it's not really surprising that it's also brilliant on the game. In fact, it can outmaneuver many so-called track day hypercars, which should be better than this. As far as acceleration goes, though, I am going to drop it just a little bit to a 4. And the reason for that is because, yes, it's fast when fully tuned, but unlike some others, like the Hennessy Venom, the Koenigsegg's, the Veyron Supersport, it's not naturally among the best. It's very quick, but it's more Enzo level, that kind of thing. It's not hypercar level until you tune it heavily. As far as top-end performance as well, I'm going to give it another 4, essentially for that exact same reason, because on the Zonda Cinque, you can tune it up to do around 270 miles per hour, which is more than enough for both the S2 and the X class. However, in stock form, still in the S2 class, it does barely above 200, which is not really accurate to real life, but still that's the way it is on the game, and as such, it can be quite easily beaten by a lot of other supercars, even without tuning, so it just wouldn't be fair to give it a full 5. As far as value for money goes, I'm actually going to keep the streak alive again with another 4, and the reason why it's not a full 5, even though I've extolled the virtues of the car at the start of the video, is because quite simply 2.1 million credits is a huge amount of money, and although it is definitely an exquisite car with brilliant all-round ability, it's still a lot of cash for most players. There are quite simply cars that are just as quick for a lot less, like your Noble M600s and your Ultima GTRs, but more than that, it is a vehicle which is brilliant in fully tuned form, but the fact that you have to fully tune it for it to be as brilliant as it is hurts it a little bit. And finally, for the usability of the car, in terms of can it win races rather than just looking good, and also can it win in multiple classes, well, I'm actually going to return to the world of 5s and give it that score again, because although, as I said, the acceleration and the top end speed are not among the best unless you tune it, when you do tune it in both the S2 and the X class, it is one of the best supercars you can have. Because the Zonda Cinque, put simply, is one of the only supercars, hypercars, megacars, whatever you want to call them in the game, that can genuinely offer incredible straight-line performance, but also fantastic cornering ability, driving manners, and character. It's not only fun, but it's dominatingly fast. So overall, as a tabulation of all 5 categories put together, I'm going to give the Zonda Cinque a score of 88. But that's it overall for this particular pick. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.